everyone's happy and everyone's looking forward to this session. So, can you chat in the chat box as of the moment? How are you feeling? Are you thirsty? Are you hungry? Do you want to lay in your bed?
Sure. All right, let me share my screen. Okay. So now and then you guys will be seeing some black bars because I'm part of the co-host. And every time a person wants to enter the Zoom, you will see rectangular black bars there, as well as the control of the Zoom. So now I'm not seeing any of your faces. If you guys cannot hear me, feel free to just unmute and let me know because I'm only seeing my Canva presentation slides at the moment. I titled my presentation as Build Your Personal Brand Towards Your Dreams. And I'm Adrian. And let me first tell you a brief story about how my career evolved. All right. So here's how I started. I wasn't born with a silver spoon. Came from humble beginning, and the agreement with my late father and my aunt is that I will finish a 2-year course first before so that I could help my siblings finish their college degrees. So that's what I did. I took my first college course, and while taking my first college course, associate in computer science, I was a Jollibee service crew at Jollibee Masinag in the dining area. And in the process, I was taking my first on-the-job training at Coca-Cola plant in Sumulong, Antipolo. I'm not sure if it's still open until now. And my second OJT, on-the-job training, or now known as internship, is at Easycall Pager. This was the time when there was no cell phones in the Philippines yet. So it's obvious that I'm pretty older than most of you guys here in this room, probably even the oldest in this Zoom room right now. In 1997, while I was taking my first college course, my father died. After finishing my 2-year course, my first work was actually a sales clerk in Robinson's Metro East. Back then, the supermarket was called Big R Supercenter. I'm not sure if any of you are from that area, but there was a time when it was called Big R Supercenter that my photo was actually part of the big poster at the entrance of the supermarket. After working that contractual job at Big R Supercenter, I worked as a data encoder in Makati, and the task that we were doing there was encoding what we now have in the National Statistics Office, the birth certificates that you guys are requesting whenever you go to that office for a copy of your birth certificate. And then I also worked as an academic trainer. So this was my first training/teaching related job. I worked for my aunt's agency sending employees to Japan. I taught them basic Nihongo and taught them culture of Japan and prepared them for their PIDOS. This was the exam they need to take before they get sent out to Japan. After that, because I'm the breadwinner in the family, I work in call centers for 10 plus years. And within that time period, in 2013, my mother died and my girlfriend and I broke up. So I wanted to get away far from the Philippines. I applied for my first overseas work, and that is as a recreational staff, hosting events on board the ship. 3 months after, I got promoted as crew enrichment admin, and my task back then was to organize events like crew parties on board the ship. And about 40% of the staff there are Filipinos, but we have a lot of international crew members from different parts of the world. I wanted to get promoted because I'm ambitious. I wanted to get promoted as a training specialist because I'm already working in HR there. So the level of hierarchy in HR is crew enrichment admin, training specialist, and HR director. So the HR director then, who was a Canadian guy, told me that I'm not even qualified to apply for the training specialist position because I only finished a 2 year course when I joined the ship. So I resigned, went back to the Philippines, um, started working as a corporate English trainer for high ranking European professionals from Japan, from Spain, some people from South Korea as well, Switzerland, Italy, those kind of areas. So I was a breadwinner, primary breadwinner for 17 years. And when I came back to the Philippines, my primary goal really is to pursue a proper college degree. So in the process, I had 5 jobs to support my studies and pay rent. And in my interview with my college in the Eastwood City, Libis area, the college team found out that I have certificates in IELTS because I wanted to go back overseas again back in those days, and I also have TESOL to teach a license for teaching English to non-natives. She offered me to teach English to my fellow college students while I was pursuing my business administration major in marketing management in that college. And then she also said, Adrian, why not also try teaching introduction to philosophy to senior high school? So that actually brought back my passion for teaching because when I was in elementary, one of the dream jobs I had was to
Yes.
become a teacher. Can you guys still hear me?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Okay, I will continue. So after graduating from my second course, because my passion for teaching got revived in that part-time job in my alma mater, I took education units and also took the licensure exam by PRC. So I became a licensed professional teacher, and now I have 5+ years training and teaching related jobs. So let me do my mission. Let me first introduce you the phrase personal brand. According to influencermarketinghub.com, they define personal brand as your how you promote yourself. It is the unique combination of skills, experience, and personality that you want the world to see you. And when I say personal brand, it's not only on a professional level, but also in your personal life. And I'm sure you guys, as digital natives, the Gen Z and the millennials in this room, you guys know how to curate your social media, how other people will perceive you. So that's an example of personal branding. The reason why I mention that is because your resume, as well as your LinkedIn profile, is part of your personal brand. Now let's dive into part 1A, how to create an effective resume.